Hi, this is Canolution, or Mr. Ganja, depending on what site you see me on. Today I just wanted to go over just to make a short video about plotting and finding a good place to grow your pot. I'm assuming that everybody already knows how to sow their seeds and get their seeds through like any sort of vegetative stage, you know, before they put them outside. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start right with clones that I've had sitting outside hardening off for a while. So, and that's what I'm going to go with. But you could use you can hard off clones at any period of time and stick them outside and follow right along with what I'm doing. So, but the first thing that we do is we come out and we try to find things like this: streams, river, water. Water is like the most essential thing. Close by water will save your butt. I'm telling you. You really want it to be close by or available in some way, shape, or form, you know. And this happens to have a creek going by it. Now you can, if you're not so sure where the creeks and stuff and tributaries are in your area, you can go to like your county seat, wherever that is. You know, usually that's where the judge and stuff is. Usually a big, you know, government building there. And up inside of there should be some sort of horticultural office or agricultural office or something, and they should be able to supply you with maps of the streams and tributaries and stuff like that. So I mean, tell them whatever you want, why you want them. I wouldn't tell them you want them to grow marijuana, because that's probably not the best idea, but you know, they're there to get. So I've never done it myself, but I know that you can get them from there, and I've seen maps. I know someone that has a map that came from there, so of this area that I'm in right now in particular. So anyway, water, very important, so you want to make sure you have that. And then also what you want to look for, and I wish I would have came up here in the a little bit earlier, because the sun's getting ready to go down and the spot's getting ready to lose its light. This, for the most part of the day, this is a full sun spot. You can see the sun is setting. It's in the trees right there, if you can barely see it through it. What I do is you pull out a compass and you take a look at that, and you'll see that just give me 1 second, so I gotta make sure it's balanced. Just like that. Take a look at that. West. Right up there where the sun is setting right there. But so you know that's your westerly direction. So you see you want to have a clearing there. Now this is kind of like a thicket of trees. That is it is trouble. Okay, it is a little bit of trouble, but we got quite a, I don't know, I got a good 75 feet between me and them trees, and them trees are about probably only about 50, you know, maybe 60 foot tall. So if that, I don't even know. So with the way the degree of the sun comes down, I'm not really going to be losing them much. Like I said, I've been here, this is pretty much sunset, and it's very well, you know, it's not, you're not seeing any shadowing or anything yet like it would if it was a covered area. Like, there's still plenty of light. But more importantly, it tells me where my east is, and that's where the sun will be rising at. And once I get here, it's hard to do it over the camera. You gotta make sure it floats on there. There's a little needle, you gotta make sure it's floating, and then that's when it'll be its most correct. So that's our east right there. You see that? East. So that's like this clearing right here. There's a little bit of tree in it. It's actually like pretty much right over there. That's the clearing that I cut out for. So I've been here during the day and the morning. I mean, during the evening and in the morning, and I've seen the sun kind of rise and set in this area before. That's another way you can come check it out if you don't have a compass, actually. If you don't have like a compass like this here you could use, just simply, you know, go to your plot, be there in the morning, wait a few hours, you know, and be there at night, wait a few hours, and see, you you know, how the sun rises and sets on there, and you can have an idea of how many hours of direct sunlight your plot gets. This one right here pretty much gets it for the most part of the day, so I'd say it probably loses maybe an hour in the morning of direct, and then by the time, I'd say maybe another 2.5 hours at night, and then the rest of the day, this is a full sunlight spot. And what this actually is this a basin, and it's a flood basin, I should say, and it's from where the river has gotten high, and it flooded up on here, and it cleared out this spot. And this is actually the north facing way. If you see my compass, if north was facing this way, this mountain goes up like this. If you're driving on this road, you notice you keep going up and up and up. It's a mountain, and it washed the settlement up onto this bank and then deposited all the creek bed stuff here. So there's all sorts of good stuff in the ground, and it was also clear cut too. And I'm not really worried about it flooding again, because it's happened twice, and they've been like 15 years apart, and they're like, you know, freak things that had happened, you know, but it does happen, and that's how this little basin though was built, and it makes it, I don't know if I'm referring to it right as a basin, but it makes it, give it really nice soil. And what you got is you got moss, stuff like that, and then the dirt. I mean, it's awesome. You get down there a little bit, really good dirt. It's really dark. There's a lot of composted matter around it. This is a very good area. You know, this is very high quality soil as it is, and it'd be very easy to just amend this soil and grow pot in it, and you probably could do that fairly cheaply. I am going to be actually using a pre-made soil mix, and I am going to grow a few in the ground, and then I'm going to put a few in some pre-made soil mix and put the buckets in the ground, and I'm going to see which ones require more, you know, watering, and which ones to do better or whatever, because I'm trying to figure out myself whether or not you should bury directly into the ground and amend the soil, or if you should use totally your own mix and put it in a bucket in the ground, you know. So last year we did it with the buckets in the ground, and it turned out great, and this year we're going to do both to see what happens, you know. And also we're going to do an organic side, and then we're going to do, hopefully we'll be able to get a hold of the advanced nutrients in time to be able to get the heavy harvest, and we're going to try to follow a similar formula of what browdirtwarrior what he did. So hopefully, you know, assuming that I can get the exact products that he got, then it'll, you know, I'd like to do a nice comparison to see at the end of the year what's best, you know, and what ways were cheaper and what ways was more effective, and, you know, and just try to find an overall best thing. So, but anyway, checking your soil, check so you got wire. We got good soil here, we got good water here. We checked our light, we got coverage through the majority of the day. At least 75% of the day we have full light coverage on this area, so that's excellent. And then this will make a very good plot, and it needs some work done to it. It's very large, wide lot, I like that, and except for when you go up